Wow. Impressive. Hello. Yes. Dear sisters, thank you so much for inviting me to this important event. It's fantastic to be back here again, but also sad to see the situation is deteriorating in many areas. You are the light in the tunnel, and the good thing to be here is to see how you are cooperating towards a common goal and the way to reach peace in this troubled corner. I really support your effort. My experience is that you must gather forces to be able to move a process like this forward. I think that is a good approach to make a mother's call. In most countries, women are responsible for bringing up the children and then the next generation. That's why I early signed up to this call. Your effort is so important, and hopefully many women in the Middle East will support your call. In Norway, the civilian society and academia understand the necessity of women's participation in all stages of peace process. We got a Nordic Female Mediators Network to cooperate in global, and also that to cooperate in a global alliance where I also know Israel is a part of. My experience to empower other women and to support each other to get wider audience, to get a wider audience, to also fight your cause together with you. My first interaction with Women Wage Peace was in 2018. I was so happy to see an organization that consists of both Palestinian and Israeli women that I could engage with. I learned a lot from this cooperation, and I also would mention Hilde Haraldstad, who was the Norwegian representative on the West Bank. She gave me also vital input about the situation and connected me with many fantastic and brave Palestinian women. Through my career, I have seen how different the impact of war and conflict have on women and children. In 2000, United Nations finally was able to make UN Security Resolution 1325, Women, Peace and Security. And the strange is that most of the countries in the Middle East have accepted this resolution, but they never implement it, or they haven't implemented it. When I was working here as a head of mission, I had to represent all the resolutions that UN have made, and there are several regarding women, equal rights, and gender, sexual exploitation and abuse. When I went around and spoke with officials in Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Israel, I always push these subjects regarding women's participation into security matters, laws, peace process, and equal rights. It's important that UN reflects its resolutions in their work. Yes, the Secretary General Guterres has been at the forefront when with his parity strategy in the UN headquarters. But in the field, we are far from that, especially when we know that research underline that peace will be much better sustained when you involve the women in the process and in the peace agreement. When I was deployed to Afghanistan in 2003 and 2004, there were no activities towards women. The International Assistance Force did not very much in the beginning. We, women in uniform, saw the need, and we formed networks to get access to the Afghani women. It took us some time, but we made it with help from international non-governmental organizations. We got a much more comprehensive view of the society when talking to the women. They talk and wanted, among many things, peace, freedom, security, education possibilities, good health system, accessibility. Maybe, and it is, the same desires you are working for. For them it was not about clans, warlords, ruling of certain areas, control over narcotics. It was all about the future for their children and the next generation. That is also my reflection, being deployed in many areas and places. The women's call is therefore a very good tool, and it's the same in a way in many other countries. The experience from Afghanistan has also taken into consideration, in my own country, and it has been emphasized that our deployed forces must have both gender within all branches to be able to talk and interact with 100% of the population in areas of operation. I have always told my soldiers that your most important weapon is your mouth,